and welcome to Why Such a Fuss, an exciting new podcast for small businesses and charities who want to gain a better understanding of data protection. I'm Christina from CVG Solutions, a fully qualified data protection professional. I'm passionate about educating, empowering, and enabling businesses to thrive. So get ready to embark on a journey of growth and knowledge as we dive into the world of data protection. And I promise you, the material is engaging with many interesting guests. Hi, Mandy. Welcome back. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Christina, and thank you for inviting me back again on your podcast.
You're very welcome. I'm looking forward to our discussion for today, which basically it's about how can a CRM support the effectiveness of a marketing campaign?
Yes, of course. So obviously, marketing campaigns are usually usually driven by data. And so if a company is looking to, for example, launch a new product and wants to target a specific audience with a marketing campaign, the CRM as a platform can help you to segment your data and make sure that the information you're sending out is relevant to the recipient. Now, also, CRM does enable you to segment the data for marketing campaigns. However, it does mean that from a user point of view, the information has to be entered correctly in the very first instance. So you wouldn't want to be sending, for example, retirement plans out to necessarily the teenage market instantly, and because they may never read that at the early stages. So it's important to look at your customer data and find out what's relevant to what you're actually sending out in your marketing. So businesses can then tailor their messages, look at the promotions and the content to their specific customer segments, which then increases the effectiveness of their marketing efforts.
Yes, of course, the message needs to be relevant to the demographic of your customers to be effective, as you pointed out, and and the CRM as a tool can help you to do that by segmenting the data. And one of the things that the CRM can also help you is to ensure that you have the correct way of obtaining consent if you are relying on consent for your direct marketing. And unfortunately, I've come across so many CRMs that do not have those correct feature. And so what happens is that the organization believes that they have the consent, but in reality, they haven't, because they haven't obtained it in the right way, and therefore it makes it unlawful, and then they are processing that data unlawfully. This is in particular in a B2C scenario. So there is this huge lack of understanding on how to obtain consent properly. And so one of the key for consent is that it needs to be freely given. And I saw something the other day that, I'm thinking you cannot make it any more complicated, to be honest. And actually, I've taken a screenshot of it, and I'm going to create a social media post in the next few days or so, because it's, I've got to share it. One of my ethos is to educate the masses, if you want, or business people out there. And so I'm using this to prove a point. So it's very simple, it's a yes or no. It doesn't have to be. This one in particular had a silver, a gold, and a platinum choice. So you would think that the platinum would be the one with the highest security measure. No, it was the other way around. So the silver is the one with the highest security. The platinum is the one that gives the organization basically carte blanche on how to use your data for marketing. So misleading and confusing altogether, which again is not right. So the transparency is a key principle of the regulation. Just be transparent, okay? Just so to say, we're going to be using, we would like to use your data to, your name and contact details to promote to you, to send you our newsletter. Be specific as well, because another characteristic or criteria of how to obtain consent properly, you need to be transparent, you need to be specific, you need to give a free choice, a real choice, not just one tick. Something else that I see is that if you are, as you're filling in the form, you can't submit unless you tick the box of consent. So again, then it's not a free given choice, and therefore it makes it unlawful. So really look at, when you are looking at a marketing system, look at how that consent is obtained and ask them to change it, because they can change it, or simply go and get a different CRM. Be also particularly mindful of CRMs that are US products, because they are designed for the US legal system, if you want. So the US privacy regulation rather than the UK. So they're not quite hitting the mark. And also be mindful of free products, because they tend to have just the basic. And so they will lack some of the key features are there to support your compliance. Mandy, anything that you would like to add before we close?
I think you've touched on a lot, actually, that we discuss with our clients as well, actually, Christina. So I think from a marketing and CRM and GDPR perspective, I think we've covered it.
Excellent. And Mandy, how can our audience get in touch with you?
Well, they can visit our website at crminsights.co.uk, or they can call us on 01733 902 344, which is my direct line, or they can also see us on LinkedIn. Our company page is CRM Insights, or you can visit me and follow or connect with me, Mandy Allen.
Thank you very much, Mandy, and great to have you again. I'm looking forward to having you again in the future. So if you would like to get in touch with me, you can find me on social media. Just search CVG Solutions. I am on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And you can also get in touch with me via my website, which is cvgsolutions.co.uk. Thank you for listening.